Yo, what's with it, guys? Me and the homies killed the Banshee the first day she dropped. Now, I can showcase her moves to you guys and show you guys how to beat her as well. Let's jump right into it and give you guys all the info that you need. She has 3 phase switches, which equivalates to a total of 4 phases for this boss. The first phase switch, I've never gotten hurt by, so I couldn't tell you if it does do damage. I never stand in front of her, but the main thing that it does is it gives you an anti-heal for probably around a minute. The second phase is very similar to the first phase, but what this second phase switch does is that it gives you a silence. So casters won't be able to cast, the healers won't be able to heal, there will be no buffing, things like that. The third and final phase switch is like an Omega piercing shrill. She'll basically do the same animation that she did in the previous phase switches, but instead, this time it hurts, and it hurts everywhere. The way to avoid getting major damage from this phase switch is stacking a bunch of stacks by running into her little ghosts. That, and I've seen people try like having a cleric do sank while it's happening. So now you guys know her phase switches. We're gonna move on to the move set she's got. She really only has but a couple moves, and I'll show them here. I don't know what any of these moves are officially called, so I'm gonna drop my lingo. First one I'm gonna start off with, I'm gonna call the bolt attack. She summons some bolts from like the top ceiling area, and basically you can dodge these by just strafing. Sometimes you can't see them, and then that's how they get you. The second attack I'm gonna talk about, I call get over here. She basically charges up and then pulls out this whip and tries to act like she's Scorpion. The third attack I'm gonna talk about, I call the Shadow Orb. So similar to the get over here, she kind of charges up, but instead this time she like summons this slow moving orb in front of her that just kind of travels around. You can pop the Shadow Orb, so you just don't want to stand too close to it and then hit it or cast spells at it from a distance, and you should be fine. The main thing that differentiates these moves animation is that when she does the get over here, she'll kind of like wiggle her arms, and then that's how you know it's the get over here. When she's charging up and her arms are down, that's the Shadow Orb. When she does an attack animation and her arms go up, that's the shadow bolts that she throws. That's the little bolts that come from the ceiling. She's got 2 more moves that I'm gonna talk about. The next one being the teleport move, where she just kind of vanishes and then she'll teleport somewhere randomly and basically just shove you. For this move, just make sure to listen real close and see where she's talking from. The last move I'm gonna talk about is the gas cloud move, where she turns into a gas cloud and just kind of hovers over the whole area. This one's like the easiest one. Just don't get hit by it. Just move away from it. Really, that's about it. The best thing to pay attention to on this boss, I would say, is the arms. The arms will tell you a lot about what's happening. Like I explained when I was telling you guys about the moves, that's basically all you have to watch for. Her arms go down, shadow orb, her arms go up, the bolts. If her arms start wiggling, that's get over here. Her arms will kind of raise halfway, that's she's finna vanish. And if she like kind of crosses her arms in the air, that's she's finna go gas mode. If her arms start glowing and it looks like she's praying, then that's phase switch. I almost missed the last thing, which was when she's basically dead, she's finna fall on the ground and then pop out of somewhere out of the ground, and that's like it. That's how you know you've killed her basically. That's really all about it. Just get good at dodging them and you should get her. She's not the hardest boss.